This exercise is called a banded glute bridge. So we're going to want to start with some type of looped resistance band like so. We're going to loop this resistance band and place it around our knees. We're going to start up in this face up position with our feet flat on the ground, knees bent to 90, hips bent to about 90 degrees here. Now, I'm incredibly particular on our foot tripod, which is so important through these movements and really anytime we're trying to get proper activation of our glutes. You can see some of our other foot tripod videos if you'd like some more demonstrations, but essentially what I want you to focus on is spreading my toes as wide as they can, placing them on the ground, and then keeping those toes as spread as possible throughout the movement here. A lot of times what we'll see is some individuals will dip too much weight on the outside of the foot, which is going to fire more muscles out here. You can play with this at home. Or they'll dump more weight on the inside of the foot, which is going to cause more quadriceps and muscles around the knee activation. We want this to be a glute exercise because this is called a glute bridge. So again, spreading those toes, taking up as much ground as I can. Once they're on the ground, they're glued right there. I don't want that to tip my feet up or downward. From that position, once they're on there, I'm going to focus on pushing my knees out just a little bit. And again, every movement we do is going to focus on a little bit of that intra-abdominal pressure. So I want to keep some pressure here. It does help increase gluteal muscle and pelvic muscle activation. Now from here, we're going to have their feet spread, knees driving outward, pressure here. Just for good neutral posture, we can also keep that tall cervical spine. And I'm just going to focus on squeezing my muscles in my glute region to bridge myself into an upward glute bridge. And back down. And bridge up, back down, keeping the pressure here, keeping my toes as wide as possible. Now, if you start feeling this movement elsewhere, let's say our hamstrings, that can sometimes be a sign that we've shifted too much weight between our heels or our toes. So again, playing around with making sure that the weight is primarily located in the center of my foot and right about here. So that's where I want to drive all of my power through. So again, the glute bridge, a very common exercise that we can utilize to engage proper glute activation, but it's also an exercise that we can mess up heavily. So that's why we're very specific on foot loading, pressure, driving the knees outward through the movement.